Tanzania is a country of immense promise, a nation brimming with potential and opportunity, rich in resources, natural beauty, and a young, energetic population eager to contribute to their nation's growth. Yet, as of mid-2025, nearly 1 in 10 Tanzanians in the labor force is unemployed, a figure that casts a shadow over this bright outlook. And millions more are underemployed, struggling to find work that matches their skills and ambitions. These numbers represent real people. Families struggling to get by, graduates working jobs far below their qualifications, and individuals facing immense financial strain. The problem isn't just unemployment, it's the hidden crisis of underemployment and wasted potential, a drain on the nation's most valuable asset, its people. When so much talent goes unused, innovation stalls and the economy suffers, hindering overall progress and development. What's holding Tanzania back? The answer is complex. Policy gaps, education mismatches, and global economic pressures all play a role. The job market structure, high borrowing costs, and a mismatch between skills and opportunities are all interconnected, creating a web of challenges. To understand Tanzania's economic predicament, we need to break down these challenges and see how they fit together. In this video, we'll explore the main pain points, the youth unemployment crisis, and the impact of high interest rates. By examining the data and real stories, we'll uncover the roots of the crisis. Only then can we talk about the reforms needed to unlock Tanzania's true potential. Tanzania's economy is currently grappling with a number of significant pressures. First, there's the persistent issue of unemployment and underemployment, which affects a large segment of the population. This problem is worsened by a huge informal sector, leaving millions in precarious work with little security or benefits. Second, high interest rates, often soaring above 15%, make it nearly impossible for entrepreneurs, small business owners, and farmers to secure loans, invest in their operations, or expand their businesses. Third, there's a significant mismatch between the skills taught in the education system and the actual needs of the job market. Graduates often lack the practical, hands-on skills that are demanded by modern industries, hindering their employability. Fourth, the dominance of the informal sector limits tax revenue for the government, restricts access to credit for businesses, and undermines job security for workers, ultimately stalling the growth of a stable middle class. Finally, Tanzania is particularly vulnerable to global economic shocks. Commodity price swings in the international markets and changes in global interest rates can quickly disrupt the Tanzanian economy, impacting everything from trade to investment. These issues are deeply interconnected. High borrowing costs stifle business growth, the skills gap leaves jobs unfilled, and informality keeps the economy stuck in a cycle of low productivity and limited opportunity. The result? Slow job creation, limited investment, and a cycle that's hard to break without targeted interventions. To move forward and achieve sustainable economic development, Tanzania must address each of these interconnected pain points in a comprehensive and coordinated manner. Only then can the country build a more resilient, inclusive economy that benefits all its citizens. In the next scenes, we'll delve deeper and see how these challenges specifically play out for Tanzania's youth, its aspiring entrepreneurs, and the everyday families who are affected by these economic realities. The stakes are undeniably high, but so too is the potential for positive change and transformative growth. Let's take a closer look at the youth unemployment dilemma and understand its far-reaching consequences. The future of Tanzania depends on it. For Tanzanian youth, the job market is especially tough. Unemployment among 15 to 34-year-olds is around 12%, higher than the national average. Each year, 800,000 young people enter the workforce, but the formal economy can't absorb them. Many end up in informal low-wage jobs despite having degrees. The root problem? A mismatch between what schools teach and what employers need. Degrees in fields with few jobs leave graduates stranded, while industries like tech and agribusiness struggle to find skilled workers. This disconnect fuels frustration, disillusionment, and wasted potential. Without reform, Tanzania risks losing a generation's energy and creativity. The informal sector becomes a last resort, not a career path. To thrive, Tanzania must bridge the gap between education and opportunity. High interest rates are a major barrier to growth in Tanzania. With commercial loans often above 16%, small businesses and farmers can't afford to invest or expand. Banks see lending as risky, especially to informal or small enterprises lacking collateral. The government's own borrowing competes with the private sector, keeping rates high. For families, expensive credit means fewer mortgages, car loans, or emergency funds. This chokes both business investment and consumer spending, slowing the entire economy. The result? Fewer jobs, less innovation, and stalled progress. Affordable credit is essential for unlocking Tanzania's economic potential. The numbers come alive in the stories of real Tanzanians. Amina, a young entrepreneur in Daressalaam, wanted to expand her lunch delivery business, but an 18% loan rate made it impossible. 2 jobs lost before they began. In Arusha, Joseph, a tourism graduate, could only find part-time work as a waiter, his degree offering little advantage in a saturated market. Near Mbeya, coffee farmers hoped to buy processing equipment to boost profits, but high loan costs kept them stuck selling raw beans for low returns. These stories are not unique, they're the daily reality for millions. High interest rates stifle ambition, the skills gap leaves youth underemployed, and lack of finance blocks rural progress. Behind every statistic is a person with dreams on hold. Tanzania's future depends on removing these barriers. The need for reform is urgent and personal. Let's see how these challenges feed into each other. High unemployment and high interest rates form a vicious cycle in Tanzania. Expensive loans stop businesses from expanding and hiring, keeping job creation low. With few jobs, household incomes stagnate, and people save less. Low savings mean banks have less money to lend, keeping interest rates high. Banks, seeing a weak economy, become even more cautious, tightening credit further. The result? High unemployment justifies high interest rates and vice versa. Breaking this cycle requires more than just lowering rates or creating jobs in isolation. Solutions must tackle both problems together, making credit affordable and boosting job creation. It's a classic chicken and egg dilemma. Coordinated, holistic reforms are the only way out. Let's look at what those reforms could be. Tanzania's challenges demand bold structural reforms. These are not mere adjustments, they are fundamental shifts. First, overhaul the education system to match skills with market needs. More technical and vocational training, providing practical skills for the workforce. More hands-on learning, ensuring students are ready for the demands of the modern economy. Graduates must be ready for real jobs, not just hold degrees. Education must translate to employment opportunities. Second, improve the business environment and make lending less risky. A thriving business sector is crucial for growth. Credit guarantee schemes and easier business registration can help informal businesses go formal and access finance. This will unlock their potential and boost the economy. Third, focus on key growth sectors, value-added agriculture, tech, and sustainable tourism, backed by targeted investment and infrastructure. These sectors hold immense promise for Tanzania's future. A clear long-term vision will attract both local and foreign investors. These reforms must work together: better skills, easier credit, and strategic growth. Tanzania's potential is enormous, but action is urgent. The time for small fixes is over. With the right reforms, Tanzania can create jobs, spur innovation, and build a brighter future for its youth. The nation's economic destiny is in its own hands. Let's stay informed, engaged, and push for the change Tanzania needs. Together, we can shape a prosperous future. For more data-driven insights and global market breakdowns, subscribe and turn on notifications. Stay informed, stay ahead. This is Economics FX, where clarity meets strategy. Until next time, trade smart.